I don't think there's a player left in Master Duel who doesn't know about and how to play SWORDSOUL, one of the most beginner-friendly decks in the game, not only because of its simplicity, but also because it is relatively small, affordable, and they've recently given it out free to new players, which is absolutely amazing. It's really good that they did that. The whole new player situation code thing is weird because Master Duel typically doesn't generate that many new players, and if you are a new player, you typically don't know where to go to get the codes. If you are a new player, you want to get these SWORDSOUL codes, you can do so in our Discord. All of our more experienced players are posting their codes there all the time, so if you want some there, you can by all means jump into the Discord to get them. But back on topic, this deck is recently handed out to beginners as a powerful deck through the little friend code situation, and my question is, how good is it actually in the face of such a powerful meta? It's been quite a while since I played SWORDSOUL. I would say at least a few weeks since I've actually picked this deck up and given it a shot. And the deck has the advantage of having a relatively small engine, therefore allowing a lot of room for hand traps. But at the same time, it has the disadvantage of its engine being somewhat susceptible to the same things that beat Snake Eyes, as well as overall not being quite as impactful as many other decks. So we're going to have to see if Konami was just blowing out steam whenever they gave this deck out for free to people, or if they were genuinely giving people a strong deck that's going to compete to the highest of levels. So, of course, if you're interested in this style of content or anything else, of course, you can make sure to subscribe down below and like this video to help you get it out to even more people. Today, we're going to be keeping this one nice and simple. This is not a deck profile. This is not a review. We're taking it in the rank. We're seeing how SWORDSOUL stacks up in this new metagame to see if it's possible for this to climb up to or compete in Diamond and Master. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, we're still coming off the back of our Mana-dium tier limit video, and the win streak that we had in that video was pretty awesome. We did lose the game eventually in there, but again, even playing it after that video, it's an absolute blast. It's super strong. If you want a deck that I can guarantee you is powerful, super combo heavy, very synchro oriented, Mana-dium tier limits is the way to go. You can check that one out as well after this one. This is definitely a hand. We could do some stuff with this. It looked bad at first glance, but the more I'm looking at it, I can actually make this work. This is okay. So we've got 3 hand traps as well, which is really good. This, you know what, the more I look at it, this hand's actually really good. This hand is actually really fucking good. We can really make this work. Add 1 Diabell Star. Ooh, we don't know what deck he's playing, right? In a Snake Eyes deck, this is not the greatest Ash in the world, but in a other deck, it maybe is okay. I'm gonna go for Max C here. If he has the out, he has the out, right? It's just one of those things. I don't think he's playing Gamma. So if he has Ash, he has Ash. If he has Call By, he has Call By. If he's Cross Out, he's got Cross Out. Yeah, there it is. It was gonna happen, right? I guess we could have held off and baited it with the Ash Blossom, but I don't know. I don't know. I still think, honestly, I think we'll be okay. I don't think we're in too much danger. He's gonna go for Diabell Star, of course, which is a little bit annoying. But we do have an Ash Blossom for the Snake Eyes spell, which is good. So he's going to grab Diabell Star, going to send a card from hand to grave, right? So that means he's going to be down to 3 in hand. He's going to set 1. He's going to activate that. Ooh, that's annoying. I am going to imperm that. For sure. And this is where the advantage of having a small engine comes in. You can run a shitload of hand traps, and you can use that to basically counteract the metagame, which is good, right? It's funny that we were talking in the last few videos about how we're running these decks to counter Snake Eyes and never saw any. And now, first game in, we're up against Snake Eyes, the best deck in the game. So they're going to go Diabell Star. Diabell Star going to set, of course, the Snake Eyes, whatever, from deck to field. That's good. They're also going to play Poplar into the back row, which is kind of annoying because that means that if they send Poplar off of the Sinful Spoils, then we're in a little bit more trouble. I ideally would have liked them to send their Diabell Star or like an Ash, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. It doesn't really matter too much. It just means they'll have an extra body and could potentially like link summon into bullshit, right? They can go Hita, and then Hita brings back my Ash, and then Ash and Hita into shenanigans, right? So it still doesn't get them a ton though. I guess no, they could actually do the full setup, couldn't they? The more I'm thinking about it, they probably could. So even if I Ash this, if they don't send a monster, then like I'm in trouble. And of course they're gonna send Poplar. Oh, they sent Ash. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's very interesting. I don't know if I agree with that. Okay, that's fine. And so not only does this hand by itself actually do things, we have a ton of cards in our deck that we could top deck here to make this hand infinitely better. And again, it's already decent. This hand is already playable. It's already good. We could make it better. Basically, any worm makes this hand better. And something like a Moye makes it even better. Does it even? Shifana. Shifana's not what I had in mind, but it'll do. It will do. Okay, what did you set a card face down? So we've got a few options here. We can go Shifana into the monk, just so we have the monk on board, and then we can go Vishuddha, normal Adara into the big man. That's probably the play. But then we don't have a discard, and we don't have a normal summon. But we would have 3 elements engrave for a Protoss. That would count for something. That would count for something. Okay, right. I don't think the monk adds a lot to the board. It does give us the removal options with the Vishuddha for the back row, but I think, honestly, if the back row was that threatening, he's going to use it first. So, I don't even think we're going to get the chance to Vishuddha bounce it. So, I'm not too worried about that. We're just going to start with the Vishuddha then. Because we control no effect monsters, we can summon it out to the field, free of charge. There's no way the last card in your hand is Maxi. There's no way. There's no way the last card is Maxi. Okay, that's good. I wonder if it is Maxi and he's just afraid of Gamma. Because, like, we hit him with 3 hand traps. I would be afraid of Gamma. This fucking lunatic is running all of these hand traps. Why wouldn't he be running Gamma? Oh, he can't even use Maxi. That's right. He hit it with Call By. Oh, that would have been hilarious. I always forget about that. All right, we're going to go Grandmaster now. Pretty good. All right, we got the Shizao. Shizao then going to search our deck for another SWORDSOUL card. So if that's an imperm, this gets slightly annoying. Oh, it's this. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Sending you... Ah, that's really annoying, actually, huh? That's pretty annoying. That's what I thought. I knew we weren't going to get a chance to use Vishuddha to do anything. See, that's a permanent negate, too. Did you just have that? You didn't search for that, did you? Gonna drop the... What was that dropping? Ash from hand? Oh, he dropped the Diabell Star from hand. Okay. He just had another Diabell Star. I got it. He's got Poplar in the back row. He set Sinful Spoils here. And we're kinda cooked. Damn, this is what I was getting to before. Like, the decks that are up here, like Snake Eyes in particular, can just play through so much. I just don't know if SWORDSOUL has the gas for it. That was my concern, right? That's why that's the whole reason we're doing this video, was to find out whether or not it can keep up. I don't know, man. Snake Eyes is a tough one, right? SWORDSOUL has been a very, very strong contender for quite some time now. But even it can only do so much. Wait, what was... I don't know if I agree with that. That card is like only useful if you can't even you can't even draw another Diabell Star, or like, because you can't. Oh, I guess you could actually. You can send from field to grave, yeah. So he has like what, 3 cards he could draw to make that useful? What the fuck? What in the hell? That was a weird pick. I don't know. I feel like he definitely should have said Sinful Spoils there. I don't know. It's a weird one. Sure. Yeah, I mean, if he said Sinful Spoils, he would have had plays. It's I don't know. I kind of feel weird about this one now, because he would have had plays. Our goose would have been cooked, right? So I don't know. It's a weird one. I definitely don't want to return you back to hand. I don't really, in particular, want to return any of these dorks to hand. Let me see. I just wish I had a tuner, man. I wish I had a fucking tuner. Let me see if there's a way for me to finagle my way into something weird here. Now, we've got the crow. I think we'll be fine. We're just going to swing. We're going to do some damage. We've got the crow, so that's going to help us out a little bit at least. So he's only really got one playable card so far. So again, we need to remember that middle card is Reclesia. The far left, we don't know. So that's the card that was potentially activatable there. It's not an imperm. We know that much. It's not anything that negates. Could be droplet, I guess, technically. Ooh, Jet Synchron. Very interesting. Okay. Link 1 into Link Haribo. Alright, fair. Fair. That is fair. You can't bring it back though, you don't have any discards. You don't have anything to discard, buddy. You don't have any cards. You can't do that shit for free, that'll be busted. Alright, we got Veeler. Again, just hand trap city, man. Hand trap fucking central. My guy. Alright, let's go for Shifana. We are going to link Shifana off into Monk of the Tenyi. Alright, perfect. Now we're going to go for... We could go for Vishuda, and the only reason I would even go for Vishuda is so that I get added back the hand off of Vidara. That would literally be the only reason I would do that, because again, whatever these cards are, they haven't been activatable thus far, so they're probably not that big of a threat. Sending Link Haribo back to his extra deck doesn't really help us too much. So I don't... Yeah, that would just kind of be pointless, I'm not gonna lie. It would just kind of be pointless. So we're just gonna swing over the Link Haribo with the big guy. Oh, sorry, with the little guy. Forcing his Link Haribo to proc early. Reducing us down to 0 attack. You think I'm not going to attack your ass anyway? Mink. Take that, and then 28 to the face. And we should be in a position to secure lethal next turn. He has one card left to draw. Let's see if it's enough to play through Veeler and DD Crow. We shall see. Bit of a slow burner this game, but you know what? We're getting there in the end. Very, very, very weird choice from our opponent at the beginning there. Setting Reclesia instead of Sinful Spoils really is what sealed this for our opponent. I don't know why they did that. That was just silly. They did not need to do that. they did not. Discarding an Imperm for Jet Synchron. Jet Synchron comes back and does what? Nothing? Okay. That's fine. Playing Jet Synchron. There's no way you can do anything, right? There's no way he can do anything here, right? I don't even need to use DD Crow on like Link Haribo or anything like that because well, I still have enough damage, right? I just swing in with the Monk and then lethal with Grandmaster. So I really don't need to do anything here. Yeah, sure enough. Sure enough. Do we draw another hand trap? Of course we do. My brother in Christ. Oh my god. Are we running too many hand traps? Is that a thing? Okay, he's smart. He knows he needs to use it preemptively. That's fine. I don't care. You're done. Like, I can't even, like, if I fucking try to BM and homie drop, I know that I'm gonna fucking pay for it. Because he's one top deck away from winning. Damn, I can't believe he didn't top deck a single good card. And I mean, he fucked himself over, right? It's hard to feel bad for him. He didn't get unlucky. He didn't get screwed over. He didn't get he didn't brick. No. He had everything. He just fucked up. He just misplayed. He set the Reclesia instead of the Sinful Spoils, and it sucks to suck. What do you want from me? I'm gonna take my dub, though, if you want to stop activating cards. Definitely swinging. Bang. And 28 for game. Alright. Weird one to start off with. I'm gonna tell you that for free, but I'll take it. Next game. Oh, can we demote somebody using SWORDSOUL going second? This deck definitely likes going first an awful lot more. Originally, what made SWORDSOUL good was its ability to go both first and second. to an extent, right? It was the first deck in Master Duel that could kind of do both. Not really. Relative to what we mean by going first and second nowadays, it cannot, right? But back when it first came out, it was actually one of the better decks for its versatility, which was sort of the whole point. That is a 60 card deck, sir. That is why we don't run 60 cards in our decks. This exact reason. Now, luckily for our opponent, we're playing Hand Trap Central, so we don't have a ton of interruption to here. I wanted to BM just a little bit, right? Just a tiny little bit. We could go, I could special the Ashuna, normal and Ash, go into Baron. And then we could use Emergent to grab ourselves. I wouldn't have enough attributes for a Protoss. I also wouldn't have a Worm in hand. Fuck. We also wouldn't have a normal summon. Damn it, that's a bad play. Damn it, why are the fun plays always bad? So we'll use this. We'll see what happens. Are you gonna get ashed? Okay. That's okay. Right, so now we're gonna grab ourselves... Right, and here's the question, right? Normally, under normal circumstances, you grab Moyi, you summon the Moyi, grab your token, blah, 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 right? If that's an imperm, or if he has a Vealer in hand, that play not only dies, I also lose my normal summon and my ability to summon a Shuna from hand. And if I summon a Shuna from hand, I no longer have a Worm to reveal for the likes of Moyi. So I think what we have to do is strategist here. Which is kind of a little bit BM. But it's also funny. So I think I'm going to do it. I can also technically Taya, but again, it's the same situation. We can summon a Shuna, go into Monk, and then we normal the Taya. Taya, if it gets negated, that's fine. We can still use a Shuna to summon another monster from the deck, but it doesn't do a ton. So I think we are going to go strategist here, actually. You're going to droll me? Oh, droll would have been nice. Droll would have been really nice, though. Just eating a card out of his hand is all I care about. Oh, he's Max C. Oh, you're such a little creep, man. You're such a fucking creep. Get fucking ashed. Alright, perfect. Nibiru would have been really good if he was playing anything that had cards, right? If he was playing... I mean, I dare say he's playing... I think he's playing, like, Branded or some bullshit. You know, well, actually, we'll check. Team Exercise, we'll check. You can also peep the win streak. Let's see... What were you playing? Branded, yeah. Branded Predaplants, yeah. Not the way I would play it. I'll tell you that. That's all I'm going to say here. That's not how I would play it. Next game. All right, let's keep her lit. Let's keep her going. Let's keep a good thing going. I would like to win and coin toss, please. Look back over my last, like, 3 videos, right? Look back over my last 3 or whatever videos, 3 or 4 videos, and you tell me how many coin tosses I've won. Is this discrimination? It might be. I don't know. But maybe that's why I'm loving the Nibiru so much, because we're going second all the time. Okay, we've got an actual SWORDSOUL monster in hand this time, which is nice. Like we've shown so far, that's not always necessary, but it is nice to have. They are definitely pretty decent starters. They're not even like broken cards anymore. They're just good starters, right? Oh, we're dealing with some Lab or Inf. Labyrinth. Very interesting. That's useful. Double Ash is unironically pretty good here. I'm not gonna lie. Because basically it means that we'll be able to use it once on my turn to stop a big welcome, and then during my opponent's turn as well for another big welcome. And that's the big concern, right? The big concern is big welcome. Alright, and then we normal the Moyi. Double Moyi, a little bit cringe, but you know what? It's a worm, we'll reveal it, it's all good, does its job. I can live with it. We've got the Flame Wingman avatar on here. What fucking mutant field? Slifer? Ow, that's cringe. I guess I should have seen that coming. That's fair. I should have seen that coming. Like, when I summoned the Shuna, surely if you had, like, Big Welcome or something, you would have used it to put up, like, a lady so that you would be able to set a card off of that, right? Am I delusional? Is that not the correct method of doing things? There's no point. See, Shaman would have been really good if this was like a Taya, right? But it's not. It's just another Moyi. So it is, unfortunately, no bueno. So I can go with Shuna. I don't have any level 5 synchros. This is the argument for playing the level 5 dude. I forget his name. But we don't. So sucks to suck. What are we gonna do here? What are we gonna do about that? Probably not much. Probably not much. Oh, shit. Alright, Monk of the TENYI. We can only really go Shaman, and Shaman does, like, literally nothing for us, unfortunately. So we can activate Ashuna. That will put Adara on board, but then I don't have a level 7 to combine it with, which kinda sucks. Hang on, let me think. So if I do you two in the Shaman, I get Shaman discard a card. Yeah, no, I'm overthinking it. There's nothing to be done here. There's nothing to be done. I'm not going to burn resources unnecessarily. I'm just going to play the game, live on our hand traps, see what happens, right? That's the play. That is the plan. That's it. We're just chilling. Not Labyrinth. Sometimes, again, I know a couple of people have, like, said in my comments that, like, oh, I stop and think too much when I'm playing the game. Like, bitch, it's a fucking card game. If you're not stopping and thinking, then what the fuck are you doing? What do you want from me? I think people... I have a bad thing as well where I'll unnecessarily stop and read every single card and consider every single option, even if they're very clearly not the optimal choices. This is 100% an Ashe, right? There's no way this isn't an Ashe. Yeah, because you had the normal summon Vealer for that play. There's no way you have another play. Like, there's no way. Yeah, I didn't fucking think so, buddy. Get the fuck out of here. Alrighty. We can go Ashuna. So now we're going to go for the Ashuna play. So we're going to use the Ashuna. We're going to summon a Adara. Yeah, we'll summon Adara. Yeah. Now, do you have to summon to a zone you point to? No, you don't. Okay, so I'm going to go Shaman then. We'll just go for a second Monk. We don't need to do anything super fancy. We don't. I'm overcomplicating it again. We don't need to do anything super fancy. We just go for the Monk, and then we just use the Adara to grab back the Ashuna, and that's our reveal target for our normal summon Mogi, right? Nice and simple, nice and easy. Couldn't be easier. Couldn't be simpler. Normal summon. Activate. Reveal. You got another... Yeah, okay, bye. Bye. Okay, maybe a billion hand traps is enough to make any deck good. Let's do one more. I mean, y'all are seeing it. I expected to get... I haven't won single coin toss this whole video. What the fuck? I expected to come in here using SWORDSOUL. I was expecting to get fucking creamed. I was not expecting to win a single game. I was expecting at the end of this video to have to talk about how the deck is good for beginners and lower ranks, but right now I can't compete at the top. But apparently, if you just run like 20 hand traps in any deck, it'll work. Who knew? Oh, that's fucked up. Alright, Mana-dium, the other primo synchro deck of the format. This hand is a little dicey. This hand's a little dicey. That's an Ash Blossom. That sucks. This hand is definitely dicey. So this may be the one, right? So Blackout in hand kind of sucks. A lot of people are tempted to cut this card. It's too good to cut. Unfortunately, it is really, really fucking good card for both of its effects, right? Not only does the whole pop 2 really like win you games, the ability to banish it from deck off of the Grandmaster is also very important. Oh, brother. Oh, that sucks. Ah, damn. That's a Baron right there. He's nib-proofing himself. Right. So I'm not going to have another chance realistically to use DD Crow. If I banish Meek from grave, it literally does nothing. Banishing Meek from grave does nothing. Because he's just going to summon another one, right? He doesn't need this one in grave. Damn it. Okay. I guess we'll just have to hold off and hope that he believes DD Crow is Baron Bait, right? I guess that's the play, right? Okay, up to level 4. Interesting. Are you going to go into XL? Or are you just setting up for a... I mean, I guess he probably just goes Baron here. Oh, he's Link 1 into Lightheart. That's interesting. Okay. Reichphobia. Okay. We're getting there. Alright. We're getting there. So is he going to go Reichheart into Arrival for the Visa Starfrost? Because if he does, that is like the highest value fucking DD Crow that I'm going to get out of this turn. Far and away. Okay, Synchro 2 with these two into Axel. Yup. Got it. Right, okay. He's forcing the DD Crow early here, unfortunately. Oh, no, he's not forcing the DD Crow early. Damn, he's not forcing it early at all. I just realized that he's not doing that, actually. Alright. Neat. Got Meek, got Axel. Damn, if you go fucking Dissipator here, that might be GG's. Dissipator might be GG's. Why are you not going into your rank 10? I mean, he's definitely holding off to see if I've got Crow. Damn, this man is fucking smart. He's smart. That's a fucking problem. That's such a fucking problem, actually. Oh, maybe, I don't know, he just wanted more monsters for the draw, I guess. A little bit greedy, but yeah, I see it. I can see it. Are you gonna go Arrival first? Or are you gonna go Baron first? The big balls play is to go Arrival first. Okay, right. He does not have... Oh, but I mean, Dissipator is still a fucking problem. Dissipator still fucking sucks. Because he just goes into his board anyway, right? This doesn't stop him. This doesn't stop him at all. What? He's got the fucking another Reum Heart in hand? Alright. Weird, but okay. Popping the right card. Gonna summon out the Reum Heart. I'm gonna go DD Crow now. And the reason being, right, if I don't go DD Crow now, he goes Astrolaud right away, banishing the Visa Starfrost from the grave anyways, and then he's gonna use the Arrival on the Reichheart to go into a full power Chaos Angel, which would suck quite a lot, actually. So by doing this, I'm forcing him to use the Dissipator effect early. It literally doesn't matter, though. It literally doesn't matter. Damn, DD Crow just does nothing against such a good Mana-dium hand, huh? He just brings that sucker back. And then synchros in the Baron, sent to the grave anyway, and then he can do the full thing anyway. It literally doesn't matter. That did nothing. I don't know why I even wasted my DD Crow. There's a 0% chance I break this board. 0% chance. I'll give it to him. Fair enough. Mana-dium is the better synchro deck. It's just that simple. Let's get a look at the deck. And like we talked about at the beginning, the deck's saving grace is the fact that it can play a ton of hand traps. We got double Crow, double Veiler, triple Maxi, triple Ash Blossom. We've got the double Nib, triple Imperm, one Crossout, double Callby. So basically, because we're able to play so much non-engine, it generally gives us a decent matchup into most decks because we're never really competing with a deck at full power. And that's the thing. If SWORDSOUL draws like an all-engine hand, you're going to lose that game. In most circumstances, unless you're going first and your opponent's hand is not great, blah, 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 right? Generally speaking, gas versus gas, head-to-head, good versus good, SWORDSOUL is going to lose that against the majority of meta-relevant decks. The thing that gives this deck its advantage is its ability to play non-engine, and that has been a huge theme, not only in Mastered, but also in the TCG. TCG is just nothing but hand traps right now. Again, I think Jesse Compton's deck, the top the UDS, was like 19 hand traps in it, or some fuck shit like that. I can't remember specifically, but again, it's just an incredibly imbalanced but also balanced metagame. So the thing that's bringing it into balance is the fact that decks need to play hand trap. So if you're playing a rogue deck that has 30 engine cards, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. But if you're playing a deck like SWORDSOUL that only requires, again, like, what, 20 engine slots or whatever, you can definitely make it work, even though your deck is objectively weaker than the other decks in the format. So I hope that this was useful to some extent as a sort of review of the competitiveness and the idea behind SWORDSOUL. If you want more content dedicated around SWORDSOUL, exploring our combos, exploring deck building, anything like that, you can check our previous SWORDSOUL videos as well. I've made a whole bunch of them, different variations as well, so if you want to check those out, by all means you can. This was more so just a is SWORDSOUL still good type video. So again, if you got this far, I hope you enjoyed watching. Of course, you can like the video if you did enjoy watching. You can subscribe to catch more content as it comes out every single day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.